it's Ask Ritu. Thanks so much for sending in your questions across social media and at ritubasine.com. I love hearing from you, so keep them coming. Today's question is a great one, and the reason I say it's a great one is because we rarely talk about this in my culture. And the question goes like this. What are your views on casual sex versus monogamous sex? Well, I say yes to both, although I take note that if you are having casual sex when you are in a sexually monogamous relationship, well, that's a problem. As you may know from my past videos and blogs, unfortunately, I've had a lot of heartbreak and heartache around infidelity at the hands of other partners, which ultimately led me to doing a lot of reading and research on sex and sexuality. I've read a lot of Esther Perel's work and others, and through this exploration, I learned about the differences between consensual monogamy and non-consensual monogamy when it comes to sex. And so for me now, there are two primary pillars that must be present to create a sexually healthy relationship. The first pillar is consent, and by that I mean that everyone involved in the sexual activity must willingly be part of it. And then the second pillar is agreement. And when I say agreement, what I'm talking about is making sure you have agreement with your sexual partners about the terms. So is this sexual relationship going to be monogamous, or is this sexual relationship going to be open? Both are needed to have a healthy foundation for a sexual relationship. Across genders and across cultures, I keep thinking about how we have to talk more openly about sex and sexuality in order to be in a place where we interrupt the stigma, interrupt the confusion, interrupt patriarchy, and so much more. Because our silence, our collective silence, is harming us. And so my hope is, and after today listening to me, that you will feel more comfortable openly talking about sex in general. So I say yes to casual sex, and I say yes to monogamous sex, and lots of it, as long as you have consent and you have agreement. And the last thing I'll mention here is that when you're having all of this, make sure that you're protecting yourself to protect against STIs and STDs. If you'd like to learn more about relationships and my thoughts on sex, sexuality, and so much more, you can check me on social media, check out the Ritu Basine site, and then lastly, make sure you sign up for my mailing list while you're there so that you can get all of this stuff right to your inbox. Thanks for watching.